Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rock, Uncle Freezy in the building. Salute, salute. Welcome to the ultimate Knicks fan opinion joint where we discuss anything we feel like discussing, no holes barred. Um, Today, it's going to be hosted by Cowboy Bob. He in the back waiting for the intro, and also, you know who's gonna be here, man? My guy Free Keith. But I can't bring Free Keith up on the stage without an intro. First of all, it's in our contract. Like I have to do it. It's in writing, and so I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in court. I don't want to be in court next Tuesday morning. So I'm gonna bring Cowboy Bob and Free Keith up, right? But before I do that, let me say this. Introducing the creator, producer, director, El Presidente of the joint for
Let it do.
Keith in the
What
building
up? What up?
and
What up?
Cowboy
What up?
Bob.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good
What's on
evening,
your
folks.
mind,
Good
sir? How
evening,
you
folks.
doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I just want this season to start. Like I hope everybody. Actually, let me double back. Salute to the chat. Thanks for rocking out with us. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope your families is all right. Like you know what I'm saying. I hope you got warm places to sleep and you got shelters over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is secondary. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about the Knicks, man. Yo, Cats had a problem with the depth. Leon and our capologists, like, yo, these cats is out here making miracles. We
Okay.
went from having we went from having questionable depth to like we might have the best options outside of our first option, outside of our starting line than any other team in the league.
Mm, I can see that. I just, I just think it's overwhelming because it's been a while. But you ready to get into these topics?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So let's do the rosters, please. Says who's the odd man out with all these new additions that we've been having at the guard position? Who do you think is the odd man out, Mr. Key?
Mm, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I know everybody kind of got like a target on Deuce's back, but like honestly, like I feel like he's too good not to play in this Knicks. Like I'm looking at the young guys to actually be the sacrificial lamb. So Dadiet, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, brother. And this is no slight to the guard, but I think this might be we might be going with experience. We might be going with experience in this particular scenario. Like we've got a very significantly experienced high level, like 1%.
So
So
that's
I
what
don't
you
know.
feel.
I feel like I feel like Dadier, Kolek, them cats, they might be
Mhm.
the sacrificial
So, okay, so if we're sacrificing them, what are we bringing in or what are we giving them up for?
lamb. This I don't know. My thing is like get, it's gotta be.
Hey, Free Keith, your mic low, bro.
It might have to. It might be. Because really, this is more so like a rulemaking scenario, and trust me, I actually don't like the idea of, in a general sense, I don't like the idea of getting rid of like young, what looks like good talent for that they're pretty much at or like on the other side of their prime. But I think in this particular case, I think the idea is to make us as high powered to this chip line as possible.
Okay.
And so I think there may be a sacrifice there in terms of that those youth elements that still need a little bit more developing, but like you don't want to lose them. You don't really want to lose them for nothing. But we need to make space. I don't know if I see maybe a couple picks, and like and maybe a player, but like I mean a usable player.
I'm not sure about the picks because we gave them away for Bridges, but to give up
No.
Pacome,
I'm talking about getting back.
yeah, that's what I'm saying because the reason is you get rid of Pacome for picks. To me, it causes an issue because the main issue is we don't have another wing defender like outside of Bridges and outside of OG that's really can show promise, and it's Pacome. And then if we look at Hart isn't going to be that guy. We love him, but he's more of a ball handler, rebounder in transition. So giving up our young talent, but
My fault. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, I was just gonna say I think that giving up our young talent kind of pushes us all in to where even if we don't win it, if we win a chip, we can't do nothing else. Like we're gonna end up like Boston,
Bro,
where Boston took 5 years, we're doing it in 3. You see what I'm saying? Or 2, and it's just one ring. Where I want
I think
multiple.
but see, I hear you, but I think that ring and getting that ring is where we're at.
Who cares, bro? If we win the chip, I'm going to the upper room anyway.
And this is a general view, like
bro.
Gangster, like
I
was born in '76.
Gangster,
I was born in
if we win a
'76.
chip, I'm going to the upper
Experienced
room.
a chip in my lifetime, bro. We're kind of like get a chip and we'll figure the rest out later kind of situation. I think that's where we're at. Like you can't be talking about after the chip when you ain't seen a chip in 50 years.
Okay.
You think I'm worried about chip number 3? I'm worried about chip number 3 in 5 years. Hey, bro, how about chip number 1? How about we get that?
Right?
How about
let's go. We getting ahead of ourselves. Like that's. I don't know if I could ride with that one. Meaning like, I could almost feel the tension of the moment is like this chip this year.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, but again, like I said, we haven't won it, so y'all just want one and y'all are satisfied. But me being a youngin',
not satisfied.
Multiple. I want to
dynasty
because
but I have ultimate faith. I have ultimate faith in Leon. If he crafts a chip team right now, I have ultimate faith in him and the people. Actually, more so the people that he's hired. We have a top quality front office. Like those people in the background ain't no BS. And I definitely don't think they're gonna be stuck. They're gonna be stuck whatever moves we make this season.
Okay. So you see the younger talent. So you see the younger talent being moved for veterans.
We can't see your face, bro.
Oh, my fault. It's a light.
You look like a Queen video, bro.
Nah, I'm outside. I'm sorry.
You singing Bohemian Rhapsody, dog? You got a light?
Yeah. But real quick, let me move closer into the light. But all I was saying was I could see that once we get that first championship, then you could see us making the progress working towards the second one. And the first one's most important. So I believe that. I'll give you that one. But to me, it's just
But I hear you. I don't think I don't hear what you're saying. But like I don't think that that's the thought that's ruling the moment right
Mm-hmm. All right. So the young talent for older veterans that can get us the chip. I can see that. It's all about winning in the end. So all right. You got
now. I
anything
think
to
that,
add,
and I
huh?
think that that's come down, and I think that's come down from Dolan. Honestly,
Yeah.
Cat's been talking about for the longest time, like, oh, Dolan just start chasing, just start chasing. He want to start, like, but like, I think at this point, the seeing how close we got to a chip, like, I think it's a chip that he wants, that he's mandated.
Okay. I'm down for that then. You
That
know what?
joint got to come home.
Because if you think about it, you're right. I'll give you that one. Because at the end of the day, what else are we playing for?
Exactly like that. Yeah, yeah. You see what's going on with politics. The world could be over, and the world could be over after this season. Nigga. Like, you don't know if
Yeah.
this might be the last NBA season. Get that chip.
But all right, I can see that. You got anything to add on?
It's chip or bust, bro. Like
All
YZ,
right.
like
That's it.
YZ said, bro. It's chip or bust, bro. Like I don't care. Yo, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Freaky, hey, dog. Yo, you remember when we was on Twitter talking about Kadeem Allen should be starting? Remember that? Like, yo,
What?
Kadeem Allen should be starting, son. You know, so he in the G League. We just got him from Boston, bro.
Yo,
We came from that
bro,
all the way here, and then we gonna be like,
I'm
nah, I like them Kadeem Allen talks. Nah, bro.
seeing Brunson over these 5 seasons, these 4 seasons, yo, or 3, whatever it is, because
Yeah.
how many it's been. Seeing Brunson over this time makes me sick to my stomach that I knew cats that was talking about Frank Ntilikina like he was going to be the PG that was going to take us there. Yeah.
Can't believe you brought
We
that name
really,
up.
Yo,
yo, we really convinced. There was people who had a whole church of Frank. Like Frank was going to take us there, and I'm watching what a real point guard and team leader can do. I was like, how dare we even have had entertained those conversations about Frank? How, like, where did we even get off? Where did we get off? Yeah,
the
the
gall, the
the
gall.
gall, the
Mhm.
unmitigated gall that we had to think those teams was going anywhere but the trash. Yo,
Yo,
As Knicks fans, we've been getting hazed. We've been getting hazed for like we've been getting hazed for
bro,
like
it's Friday night. It's Friday night, bro.
yeah, dog,
It's
That's
dog,
Friday
crazy.
night.
yeah, we've been convincing ourselves year after year, like like that
Hmm.
these trash mofos is gonna do anything.
Yo,
Man,
Frank and Damian Dotson is the backcourt of the future.
bro, we
Why
having
you bringing
days
this
long
up?
conversations
You giving
about
me
Damian Johnson.
you giving me nightmares that I used to have, man. Memory of my nightmares. Stop, stop, please stop. Okay, you
Oh
got it.
my
Y'all right.
God, bro.
I'm not. I don't even know why I thought that it was a conversation. Y'all right. Let's just win the
I'm
chip.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
can't think of that
sorry.
no
I'm
more.
sorry. I'm
Nah, this
sorry.
is relevant. This
I
is
feel like Freddy
relevant to
Krueger's
your
coming
point,
after me.
Cowboy Bob. Your honor, your honor. This is relevant to what's on the floor, right? Because you
Chris
said,
Stapps.
yo, what about the future?
Chris
And I'm like,
Stapps.
what about the
Chris,
past?
Chris Stapps and Frank was gonna take us there. Like we really thought that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
really had conversations arguing that Frank Ntilikina and Chris Porzingis was gonna take us. Oh man.
You could really even say
Oh
go
my
even
God,
worse
bro.
when we was talking about Lynn Sanity for those 2 weeks and
Yo.
Melo. That one was like,
Yo, this is
oh.
crazy, bro.
So y'all right. Y'all right. Y'all got that one. I forgot. I'm trying to look future. I forgot all of that.
Yo,
we in the future, Bob. We are in the future, Bob. This is it. This is it. I cannot believe the stuff that we allowed ourselves. Man. And we were obnoxious about it.
But
Like,
here's the
hell
funny
yeah,
part.
these cats gonna lead us.
Now we got something to talk about for real, for real. So an actual legit team that not just us as Knicks fans can talk. You got other people in other circles bringing our names up.
I'm not trading Frank Ntilikina for Devin Booker. Are you crazy? I'm not putting Frank Ntilikina in no Devin Booker trade. Are y'all crazy?
Yo, Bob, if you was on our thread, like, yo, this thread is about like 15 years old now. But like, son, there was cats on there that literally, they said out their own mouths, like, oh, I wouldn't trade Frank for Devin Booker.
Yes. Yes. Real talk. Joe Biden.
When he came to the team,
you remember when Joe Biden was begging us for help? Joe Biden was in there like, yo, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me on the side. Like,
Dudes was comparing him to Jordan when he first got to the team, and he was baby Kawhi, and like, yo, it used to boggle my mind because I did not know what these people were seeing. Like, what are y'all looking at? Like, oh man. But we got what we got in front of us, I think, is not only enough, I think it might be more than enough,
right,
to bring home that jewelry.
Okay.
I definitely think so.
So
I personally think anything less than, barring injury, of course, like, I'm not stupid, barring injury to major players, this, that, and the other, I feel like everyone healthy, there should not be finals or bust. There should not be anything below the finals for us.
Okay, I can see that. And
even with Embiid coming back.
Wait, he coming back? I heard he's still in and out.
Nah, I saw some pictures and video. Like, he looked all slim, like he lost like he really healthied up. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he might play. He might play a full 40 games this season.
He said 40. I give you that one. Hey, can we get to the next question, please? I'm sorry. I just wanna,
yeah. Pull it up.
We stay on this longer.
We got to move it along.
Yeah, we're gonna be stuck on this for too long. Because I could bring up Obi Toppin, but let's just keep going.
That was the last of it. Cats got so pissed when he got traded, yo. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
No, Cam.
Where go?
Cam was the last one. Cam. I had higher hopes for Cam.
Yeah, you ain't the only one. I thought we was gonna do something.
yeah. I thought Cam was gonna be the missing link.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze, throw the question up.
Well, I got it in the background, so it's pretty much the Deuce McBride dilemma. What do you think is gonna happen as far as him, because he's a fan favorite?
I think we're creating a dilemma. He's an affordable piece. You know what I'm saying? Really, they don't have to talk about extending him for another year. Like, he's a value add right now. He's playing well above his contract. Well above his contract. I feel like and I'm gonna say, like, of the top two lineups, the very, 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 statistically, like we was talking last episode, by the statistics, the lineup that is the best net rating is technically the one with him, Brunson, Macau, OG, Mitch. The best net rating by 36 points. You know what I'm saying? The best net rating on the team is that lineup. He's just too useful. He's very useful. And I do not see moving Deuce. I don't see moving Deuce to make room for Brogdon or what's the other one they picked up? Whatever his
Shamet.
name is. I just don't
Shamet.
or Shaman. Although Shaman to me and to me what is Shaman? What's his position?
Sort of like a wing. Two
And
low
but
three.
dog,
Barely a
I
three,
was
but
in,
if we go small
I
ball.
I was I was impressed with his defense during the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I feel like he actually like he surpassed what I thought he could do defensively.
Okay. I honestly think that our best bet is to keep McBride in the talks because mid-season we don't know what we may need, and we can give him as a trade piece or we could keep him. But we should give him the option to ball out and earn his money because he's been with us for a while, and if he want to go, we can send him on his way, or he can stay and win with us. So for me, there is no dilemma like you said. I just feel like we're feeding too much into it because we lost RJ. We lost all our other guys. RJ, Quickly, even Ham Sandwich Grimes, even Sims. Like, we're like, hey, who are we going to keep? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the last of them? That's why I think we are also the same way with Mitch. Like, everybody's so clinged on to Mitch the way they are with McBride. But I agree with you on that. I think if his greatest passion is for him, let him play for that contract. Let him earn his keep because he done his job. And to be honest with you, McBride to me, I think he's gonna do something amazing. Plus, he was injured the last year too, so
Yeah, he was
mm-hmm.
playing through injury. I just feel like McBride to me is one of those players. He's given us like he's improved every year,
Yep.
every year,
Mm-hmm.
giving a
So,
little bit something more. He stepped out a little bit more, and I don't think that this year is going to be any different.
so since we kind of looking at McBride on the side, we just gonna put him on the side. Do you see the Knicks trading, let's say, a Josh Hart? Let's say, matter of fact, let's transition into the next question because we already both agree on that. Size matters. Protecting the Knicks front court depth. Are we going to investigate into our youth bigs like Hukporti, Nnaji, and Duarte? Are we going to protect them, or are we going to use them as assets so we can just rely on Cat and Mitchell?
Um, to me, it depends on position. I think, and I think we have options at the five now, especially with them like the exhibit 10, um, that dude from the G League, supposedly like a phenomenal, strong center.
Alex Lynn.
I forget his name.
Alex Lynn.
Not Alex Len. Like, no, 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 not. I mean, Alex Len is another. Yeah, that's one. But we just recently picked up somebody on the 10 day on the. I'm sorry, Exhibit 10. Um, from the G League, from the G League, this the center. He's supposed to be the best center in the G League.
Oh
But
yeah, Trey Jameson. You talking about the
damn, why
big
can't I?
Trey Jameson, the big
Yeah,
Trey
I
Jameson.
just feel like we have enough bigs in the mix right now that I feel comfortable. Like I feel comfortable. I don't think they all gonna be here for the final roster, but like I feel comfortable that we have options there. Like I don't think that that's the biggest deal. That's the biggest deal ever. Now, like you, I feel like our wing spots are where we have the most like I don't want to say delicate because I definitely think we have options, but like that's where to me somebody like a Josh Hart becomes important
Yep.
because like he serves a lot of value playing above his size like he does. So I don't see I don't see Josh getting moved. Like I don't see Josh getting moved. Not now. Not now. You know what I'm saying? Josh gets moved. It probably be somebody they don't want to throw in Josh, but they need to throw him in as a sweetener to get somebody like a Giannis. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't see Josh just being dealt because like we got to make room for money or definitely not to make room for no Alex Len and Malcolm Brogdon. Like definitely not.
Okay.
I don't see him getting moved for that. He's either going to be on the starting line or he's going to be first off the bench. That's how I look at Josh Hart.
If I may, I'll say this to Cowboy Bob's point. I wanted to jump in on it, but Free Keith has an excellent point. I think I agree. On the Deuce and Kobe thing, I think you absolutely move them because, and I'm saying if a move has to be made, if a move has to be made. Now, I don't want to move these guys, but if a move has to be made, of course you move those two because the point guard position is the easiest of all the NBA positions. I mean, Dennis Smith Jr. tried out for the Knicks 2 days ago, right? At a minimum, you can go get a veteran point guard off the street and bring him in. And man, you could go back and get DeLon right now,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? And so while I like Deuce and I like Kolek, y'all know I love Deuce. I like Kolek. You know what I'm saying? But if we're just talking about the numbers game, if we're talking about the numbers game, then you trim a little fat to go get the things that are harder to acquire, like athletic wings that defend and shoot threes, and then you backfill with the position. You backfill the positions that are easier and cheaper to acquire, like backup point guard, in my opinion. And I'm only saying this because of the numbers game, everybody. I'm not saying I don't like Deuce. I'm not saying I don't like Kolek. What I'm saying is when you're talking about commodities, it's harder to find diamonds than it is to find coal, right? So if it's harder, if I can get diamonds, I'll get the diamonds and then go find the coal later on. And that's an example. I'm not saying that Kolek is
But
dirty.
to me, I I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna say I'll rebut with this. I think that Deuce actually represents that value or that cheap
Mhm.
backup point guard that's quality that you're talking about.
Right.
Like literally, we'd get rid of Deuce and be looking for another
Deuce.
Deuce type contributor. Like that, and to me, those kind of moves are always fairly lateral. Like it's not like he has a like he has an overweight contract and we need, you know what I'm saying, we have a plus in getting off of it and we can get somebody similar for cheaper. He is that person similar for cheaper. Like literally, like I don't see I don't see the value. I don't see anything out there with the value that would return basis the what rate of return we're getting on his value contract right now. Yeah,
Right.
that's the only part of your
But
explanation
I
that to
mentioned
me
the
like
I mentioned the value proposition only in a case where you get something that's difficult to acquire, right? Like a 6'8" athletic wing that can defend to be OG and Hart and them guys backup. The thing now is Deuce is their backup now at 6'1". Deuce
Mhm.
is a 6'1" wing basically, right? So
Mhm.
if we can go get a 6'8" guy that does the same thing Deuce does for maybe the same, a little bit more, a little bit approximately the same money, then of course I would say package him and Kolek to get that guy, and then bring in a guy on a vet minimum to replace Deuce is what I'm saying. That's simple.
okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying Deuce has got to go, but if if the opportunity presents itself for you to upgrade at a position that there's an obvious upgrade, you got to at least consider what you're getting versus what you're giving up in cost.
The only
I
backlash to
hear you.
that,
I hear you.
the only backlash I have with that is I hope the Knicks do one or the other, either McBride and another package like Kolek and all of that for what we need, but don't do Josh Hart and McBride. Because that to me, even though we may get that wing, we still don't have that ball facilitator. Brogdon's still hurt. Shamet, we know he's a good pull up pointer, but we don't have that defense, you know. So for me, it's either one or the other in a package I'm okay with. And y'all know I love Josh Hart. Like I've been fighting him since we got they here the day one. I've been holding him up. But to be honest with you, I would get rid of one or the other. I wouldn't get rid of both because you could get rid of Deuce and get someone better, and Josh Hart could still help with rebounds, help with certain things. But if you get rid of both, it's going to be too big to expect for that new player coming in to try to fill. In my eyes,
I honestly I honestly think we got a good recipe right now. Like I'd really like to see these guys go in and go to war. I, I don't really see the big holes that people are talking about. Like, I definitely think that right now the roster that we have is a competition roster. Like, I want to see these guys get out the gate.
Hmm.
I have no reason. Like, I definitely do not want to see Deuce move solely to make room for two 1 year deals. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me, that almost sounds criminal. But like you said, if the move is to move Deuce and possibly Josh Hart or this, that, and the other, like, I need to see something like this guy that's they getting traded for somebody, like a somebody.
Like, just to reach, I know this ain't what we're gonna get for this value, but I'm saying if I see them pack up Josh Hart and also McBride, I want a player like Daniels from Atlanta to come back. Those steals that he got last year,
Okay.
something like that, where he really wasn't scoring, but he was a defender. Even Packham, I throw him in there too. Like those three players for him, because he's already there. I can see that. I'll be for that, but it's rare to find a player like that. That's why I said it's
Yeah,
a
and you
stretch.
ask yourself, why would they let him go? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because then now you're gonna be like, wait a minute, did we just pick up? Maybe he got hit in injuries or whatever. But I'm just saying, like that style of player, I'll be okay with trading all three of them for that because he's already proven what he did last year with Atlanta. Now he's with the Knicks, where he's not even gonna have to worry about offense, and he can just lock down the guards, and that'll help out Brunson. Something like that, I could do it. Plus, he could also play wing if we go small, so he could be the guard pressure and he could be the wing pressure, and it balances it out. Something like that is a gold dig. That's why I said like hit or miss. But
But we lose a lot. We lose a
Mhm.
lot getting rid of Hart though. We lose a lot. Like that's a heavy rebounding presence, especially for a guard. Like
and
that's rare, bro. Like it's very, very rare.
and that's Brunson's guy. Like even him and Brunson are like you chip at that. That's why I say Hart. I don't think he can go because when we saw Randall with the
I
Knicks
don't
and
see
Randall was
it.
trying to calm him down, it didn't work. But when you see Josh Hart talking to him and them, they're laughing, having a good time. You want to keep our main guy Brunson happy and relaxed and just going out and getting it. So if they move, that's what I said. If they move Josh Hart, and let's say if they move Josh Hart and pack him, and we get a guy like Daniels, I'm okay with it.
I hear you. I think in my heart of hearts I'll be okay with it. I wouldn't want it, but I'd be okay with it. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I don't see it
'Cause-
happening.
yeah, because you're losing too much
I don't
rebounding.
see it happening.
Yeah, I can see that. But
Hmm.
then, what big are you thinking is gonna make the most impact with
There's
what
there,
we have
there's
right now?
qualities of things. Um, I don't know how you feeling about what's his name? Who was on the Pelicans, but uh, what's that skinny dude's name? Why is it he's on the tip of my tongue? Um, Bra- wait, Brandon,
You muted, Unc.
6'9" wings, six
Oh, you
nine
talking about
wings,
Trey
six
Murphy,
nine.
Okay.
No, 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 not Trey
Herb
Murphy.
Jones.
But Trey Murphy will be that would be a good get, but we ain't get. I don't think we wouldn't be able to get Trey Murphy just
Yeah.
straight up for Josh.
Yeah, we would have to throw in like
um,
Kyler Kolek and
that's a
also
that's
pack him
yeah,
and
that's
like
a
two
trade
draft picks.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a for real. That's gonna be a grown man trade. Like
Yep.
that ain't gonna be no little trade.
So which big you think is gonna be impactful coming off the bench? Out of Ariel, Duarte, Nnaji, like
Mm,
all of those bigs that we
I'm
got that you
giving.
said we okay with.
Are we counting Yabusele as a big?
Mm-hmm. Because he's gonna be
Because I
playing the
think
four.
I think off the bench, Yabusele and Hukporti are going to be are going to be massive. At least that's in my opinion. I think Hukporti is your backup 5, and I think Yabusele is your backup 4.
Okay, and that'll also help out rest in the OG. But okay, I can see that. But the value also, I forgot to mention earlier about Josh Hart. He can rest out for Bridges as well. So we gonna have to find something. That's why I said like McBride. I can see him being moved because
And then if you got Brogdon, you got
yeah,
it's we got options, bro. Like we got options, and that's of anything else. That's what it is that I want. Like I just want healthy options at every spot. That's it.
so you just run.
Healthy quality options.
You would just run with this team. You won't even add or subtract to it, would you?
I don't need if I didn't have to finagle right now to try to open a slot or whatever it is for to keep us under the apron or what have you, I'd rock with these cats that we got right now. I'm good right now. Let's put them in. Let's go.
Okay.
And I bet on it. Like I'm looking, so I really believe like we might have a 60-win squad right here.
Don't get me all happy now because you know I'm gonna be tap dancing all day. I hear that. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? 60 wins. But so basically we're good with what we got, and you think that is good enough to win. I agree with
Me
that.
personally,
But
I
the
don't
big
need too many more movements.
To be honest with you, the big I want to see make an impact is Mitchell Robinson.
I thought you meant off the bench. To me, I think Mitch Robinson is the big that makes a difference in like very subtle ways. Like I think Mitch's presence is going to help is going to help the whole squad like he does. It makes the defense easier for OG and Macau. It helps, you know what I'm saying? It helps Cat. It helps Cat on that end of the floor not to have to be as mentally taxed with doing those defensive big things, and he can kind of concentrate more on his offensive game. I definitely think he helps across the board.
I say Mitchell Robinson. I think he's best off the bench because I know a lot of people are going to go against this, but I say we should use him in the way Magic used Jonathan Isaac. Like that defensive impact he got. There's very few bigs that can play defense nowadays. You got like a Jonathan Isaac, AD. People say it's soft, but he's still defense. You got Gobert. He's still good too. But for me, I want Mitch coming off the bench so we can have him when we need him. Like, yo, give us an extra 5 minutes, and he's not too tired to give it to us. And we don't see it slouching like what he did with Boston when he was covering JT, and he covered him and then forced him right into the trap. Like that's what we need from him. That's why I say I think him coming off the bench, being first off the bench before Hart, I think would be dope because now it'll be I think what we're gonna run is Josh Hart is gonna start the season with the 5, and then they're gonna fandangle Mitchell Robinson into it. Because if you really look at it, you see how fast the offense runs with Josh Hart, and then when you go to the defensive set with Mitchell Robinson, you now get rid of a facilitator, and now we focus more on defense with those 3. But then we still got guys who can run the floor in Cat and JB. So it's like we're not too stringent on the offense. Plus, Bridges also can run the floor too, even though he didn't do it as often. So for me, it's like that hit miss matchup is more dangerous than just starting him because then you putting all your cards in the beginning. You know what I'm
I can
saying? Like,
see.
yeah, that's why I said I want him off the bench in the beginning, and then he work his way into starting rotations depending on matchups.
You said Mitch off the bench?
No, I said first off the bench. Yes,
Oh,
in
you
the
did.
beginning
You
of the
did say
season.
Mitch off the bench.
Yes, first off the bench in the beginning of the season,
Hey,
and
I'm
then
about to
he
go
works
jump
his
out the
way.
window. I'll be right.
See why he gotta do that? You see how Unc don't put rocks or boulders in your shoes. He be throwing you into mountains like he Piccolo. Like he throw a mountain at you. He just like don't like I just want to see the options because if we burn out Mitch too early, he won't be there later. Or if we do use him and he is helpful, now they can scheme better for him.
These cats are professional athletes, yo. I swear to God, if Mitch has not come back this season, in with his wind up for games, then get rid of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is, you gotta play. Like, I'm not going for like the old like extra squeamish injury risk, because technically Towns is an injury risk as well. You know what I'm saying? And to
Everybody
a
stayed
lesser
up
degree,
in the
so is
17
OG. So
games.
is OG.
So is Deuce.
Brunson, yeah, but I hope that's one of the things as a sidebar. I really hope Brunson gets played differently this season, gets used differently, because I feel like last season he was exceptionally beat up,
Yes.
and that really was a product of
That's 3 years in a
how he
row.
was being how he was being used. So like if
Yeah.
we could actually make it so that like he's got easier shots, like he can play off ball. He doesn't have to have the ball in his hands like 90% of the time. I think like we'll preserve him as tough as he is. But like I just realized like last season, those little knick-knack injuries was ramping up.
Yeah. And I agree. And see, I've been saying since day one we got
That's how
Brunson
we
like
got to
that.
start Mitch from.
You know what? I'm for
I
it.
personally think so. There you
I'm
go.
for it.
Because
At the end
Conway
of the day.
Bob saying Mitch off the bench, bro. Conway Bob said Mitch off the bench.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bro,
You
we just say
killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. But nah, you guys are making valid points. I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt because I feel there's potential here, but I want to have so much deception to where you can't plan for us. We just come out and just roll the ball and you're gonna see all sides. But with Brunson,
And
I've
see,
been
this is
saying
the part. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna
Interrupt.
say with
Yeah.
Brunson, since day one we got him, I said we need to put him in the half court. And I was thinking, like you said, I wanted McBride to be the main facilitator and he coming off of screens but we've seen that hasn't worked in the last 3 years, so we can't go with that. So starting Mitch, I'm for it. I just like I said, I want to have with this depth, we should have enough deception to where you can't plan for us. And the only way we lose is because we had an off night. You feel me?
That's yo.
I'm
That
sorry.
would be the perfect scenario. Like that to me is the perfect scenario. Like
Okay.
if I'm watching the game and we lose, it's because like, oh, our shot was off. Like this, that, those. I want those to be the reasons, if any, we lose again. But like, I feel like we have the manpower. We have the manpower to really be mixing it up and be deceptive game to game. A lot of this rests in Mike Brown. To honestly tell you the truth, a lot of this rests on Mike Brown. I'm very anxious to see how he's gonna run these guys out.
But he gonna do. Mike Brown's gonna do the right thing, right? But
Yeah.
the thing is, we gotta consider if Mitchell Robinson comes off the bench, right? That automatically tells you that Ariel Hukporti is not in the rotation, right? Because you're not gonna bring two centers off the bench in a rotation. Period.
That's a
Right?
fact. That's a
So
fact.
so so then who is the other guy that's going to replace Hukporti in the rotation? And is that guy going to be a value add to the rotation? Right? Because if you take Hukporti out of the rotation, right, and you have Mitch on the bench, coming off the bench with Gabaselli, you're right, with Gershon Yabusele, now you're monstrous with two bigs coming off the bench in replacement of OG and Cat, right? Will a NBA team run five big dudes in a 10-man rotation? No, right? So who's the value add to the rotation if you subtract Gershon Yabusele, right? Because if you say, hey, Mitch has to come off the bench, now you're saying, well, the Knicks are going to play extra small, right? Because now with Ariel Hukporti out of rotation, now you're basically guaranteeing that Brogdon and Landry Shamet are going to be in your rotation along with Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Gershon Yabusele, and Mitchell Robinson off the bench. And you just got
Bro,
and Deuce McBride. So you just got increasingly smaller just by not having Mitch in your starting lineup.
you make a very good point. You make a very good point about usage, and not even I'm thinking about the numbers. How many people deep you think Mike? Mike Brown is going? How many guys? How many roster spots deep?
I think 10.
I think it's a just real quick cover about real quick, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how I think it's gonna work. It's gonna be 11, but not 11 how you think. It's gonna be 8 players getting high leverage minutes, right? They're gonna be the beef of the rotation, and then you'll see 3 other guys getting 7 minutes, 8 minutes, maybe one guy get 10 minutes. But it's not gonna be a meritocracy where 11 guys splitting all the minutes equally. It ain't gonna never be that in the NBA, right? Now
Mm.
you may see Cat's minutes go from 35 minutes, which is insane, to maybe 31 minutes, right? And then you might see those 4 minutes from him go to Mitchell Robinson and get Mitch's numbers bumped up to 20. That still leaves 2 minutes for that center position. And so now you're like, well, who's going to get those 2 minutes, right? And then that, to me, the trickle down effect is how it's going to impact the roster. 8 guys are going to play legit. You're going to see Clarkson. You're going to see Deuce. You're going to see Gershon Yabusele. You're going to see Josh Hart. You're going to see Mitch. You're going to see the core four, right? They're going to get the beef of the minutes. Now, the other guys, in my opinion, unless they beat somebody out in training camp, like unless Malcolm Brogdon comes in and takes Deuce's spot away from him, snatches it, right? Then we don't see Malcolm Brogdon being that guy that's going to be a 18-minute per game player, unless he's the healthy Malcolm Brogdon that has been teasing every NBA franchise for years. Now, even with that, how long is the healthy Malcolm Brogdon thing going to last? Because you're not putting Deuce McBride on mothballs. You're just saying, hey, man, he beat you out right now. It's a long 82-game season. And over the course of 82 games, the 11-man rotation may look different every 3 weeks, every month, something like that. Guys get tired. You set them on the Friday, Sunday turnaround. And then that means they last played on Wednesday and they'll come back next Tuesday, but they only missed 2 games, right? Somebody played for them. So that's what I'm saying with the rotation. The roster management, like what Free Keith was saying about Jalen Brunson being banged up, I think that would be a part of the consideration going forward. Like Jalen Brunson's dinged up. We're on the road in Charlotte and Atlanta, say Friday and Sunday, and we'll be back in the Garden on Tuesday. Jalen Brunson last played Wednesday. He'll be in street clothes for that turnaround trip, and by the time we get back to the Garden, he'll be fresh. These are the things as fans we gotta consider. It's not as simple as coloring inside the lines. We gotta think like if Mitch comes off the bench, is Hukporti gonna come off the bench with Gershon Yabusele? Like who legit is gonna bring those 3 dudes off the bench? And Mike Brown said he want to run and play at a faster pace. My bad, Cowboy, but I just wanted to add that, bro. That's all I got.
Nah, that's really, really
Yeah,
good.
if Mitch is on the bench, that means one of those bigs is getting traded. Now, if Deuce is on the bench, really that squeezes out that really kind of squeezes out one or two of the new pickups. So you're right. You're definitely right. Like that's why I was asking about the number of guys you think that he would play in the rotation, because I think we got like a quality 10, 11 guys that need to be playing right now.
I agree. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, we're gonna see the 9 with Yabusele, with Mitch, with like all of these guys that he said. I agree with him. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Because to be honest with you, you really don't need to use some of these guys for that long, because you're only taking away a few minutes from these guys and they're doing good. Like if you look at Brunson, he played 62 games, but he was 40% of our offense. Like we can't ask for more from him. We should try to do more with less and then try to open it up around everyone else. Like I think that it'll be evenler as far as also with ball distribute. Yeah, sorry, I'm stuttering right now. With distributing the ball. And I say that because if he's gonna do the run and gun offense, everyone's gonna eat. and we're gonna have fresh legs, and it's gonna be better than how it was before. Because now you're not relying on one person like a Josh Hart or McBride to play 12 minutes and get the best out of them, and then 2 days later, same thing again. Nah, it's gonna be a well balanced rotation where everybody's fresh, everybody's getting it in. That's why I said I think most of the games we'll lose is because we had an off night. Like some nights it'll be OG would be off, but then everybody else would be eating. But we still had the defense, we still got the presence, and I think that that's one thing we can't get away from. We can't focus solely on offense. That's why I feel.
We
Now go ahead.
we're making a lot of speculation.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be a free flowing offense with a really good defense. What I mean by that, I think will be a top 10 offense, probably like 12 or 13 in defense, and to me that's good
That
enough because you can't expect to have a. I know everyone says, "Oh, you got to have a top 10 defense to win the championship," but if you have a very good flow on offense with your top five,
that's good enough.
yeah. Because look at Boston with all the 3-pointers they did. Look at all these other teams with the high shooters
Eh,
percentage. Go ahead, Free.
but those are outliers, bro. Like when you're looking at like the regular winners, like they're normally top 10. They're normally top 10 in both categories. They might be top 9 defense and top 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Offense, but you're top 10 in both categories. Like that's that's a normal to get to the team walking away with the Larry O'Brien. Like that's what I mean. Like it's not. We got to come with it. We got to come with it with the defense. Like it's not. If you want to walk away with the chip, the defense got to be up too.
But if you're okay, the reason why I say this, and then I'm gonna go to the next
But
point.
I think we got it.
No, because that's what I was going to say. Even if our defense is slacking, I think our offense can make up for it. Because Brunson getting to the line, I see Mitch getting to the line. I see more of these guys getting to the line where it slows down the game and helps out our defense. That's why I said like 11 or 12. But then when you look at the playoffs, we boost that up because that's what we did last season with OG and Bridges. They had a 90 under 99 percentile as far as a defensive rating, one of the best in the league. And I think that's what we need to work on. But I think like we spoke about getting rid of the young. We don't care about building for later. We worried about now. But as far as the summer
It's
league,
not so much about not caring as
hmm
in not prioritizing.
yeah. So
Hey, just real quick, become about we pressed up against it because we
yeah, I
got
was
a
just gonna
hard
say
out. We hold it. Wait a minute. We got a hard out in a couple minutes. So I was just gonna ask you if you had something you wanted to say real quick, so Free Keith can wrap up, so we can make sure we meet that hard out.
I just want to say thank you for having me on, guys, and I think that this year will be the year the Knicks actually show more more greatness than actually just sitting there talks. So thank you guys for having me on. Go New York, go New York, go. It's on you guys.
Yeah, man, I really hope that I know I've been hard on Cat, I've been hard on Towns, this, that, and the other, but really, I'm looking forward to a good season. I'm very happy with the bench pickups that we made this season, this off season. I really think that Leon really stretched out the our roster, and I'm very hopeful. I don't know. I can't say that I feel like Mike Brown is gonna make up some magical offense, this, that, and the other. But like I'm looking forward to see how the change happens and what things in terms of gameplay changes and what works. Like I think we're gonna find out very early whether we got it or not. Like, yeah, I think it's something that's going to show itself early that we won't really have to wait like 20 games to watch and see where we're at. I think we'll know fairly early. I like the fact that they're coming back in. The core is the same. We're gonna have some chemistry. We're gonna have some chemistry. I'm I'm just excited. I do. My concern though is the not knowing about Mike Brown. And like for real, I know I hear, oh, he's going to use 10 guys, he might use 11. I honestly think that roster may be a 9-man roster rotation, and I don't know. I don't know what his real game plan is going to be. I don't consider him like this head and shoulders coach above Tibbs, but his game planning versus other coaches, is he going to get out coached? This, that, and those are the things that I'm looking for. Looking forward to being able to get my questions answered as the season opens up. But looking forward to it.
All right, thank y'all everybody for coming through, rocking this Knicks freestyle. We'll holler at y'all next week. Peace, everybody.
Peace.